What's up, guys? Before we get into the episode, we just want to give a special thanks to our friends over at Tilt.
Tilt is located in Pasadena, Texas at 5859 Fairmont Parkway. What started as an idea between two friends is now a successful resale sneaker store. Also, they're home to many local brands here in Houston, such as Throwback City and Throwed.
They also have a wide assortment of vintage clothing ranging from the 90s to the early 2000s.
Speaking of vintage clothing, they're hosting a surplus vintage market happening Saturday, December 16th.
Where they will allow you to pick in the warehouse through over 2,000 plus pounds of vintage clothing at only $8 a pound.
Wait, how much?
$8 a pound?
$8 a pound?
$8 a pound.
So if you are a vintage reseller or just a person that loves to thrift, make sure you don't miss out on this event happening December 16th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yes, sir. So once again, we want to give a special thanks to Tilt. Now let's get right into this episode.
Peace. Welcome back, guys, to the This and Much More podcast. I'm Evelyn and my co-host is
Rollie Vogues.
And we have two special guests today, and they are...
How's it going? I'm Josh.
I'm Mai. Nice to see y'all. Meet y'all.
All right, y'all. Welcome to the podcast. We've been sitting here for what?
About an hour.
An hour?
Pretty much.
Just chilling, right? Talking. This is our first time meeting, but we talk a lot on social media.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we've been able to meet.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is like last minute podcast. We wanted to book y'all separately, but y'all are here now.
So we're gonna take advantage.
We go with it. We go with it.
Because he's like, oh yeah, like are we good on time? And I'm like, yeah, because I was at work earlier and I'm like, oh yeah, they can like pull up like at 2 and then it'll give us time to like record. And I'm like, wait, are we doing a podcast? And he's like, well, I can ask them. I'm like, yeah, ask them, right?
Yeah. Well, because you were confused too, right? Like you were like, are we? Wait, you're like,
what are we doing?
Yeah,
I was confused myself. I'll just show up.
Because at first it was to do the rugs thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you can see how like that works or whatever.
Yeah.
I wanted to have the backing, like so you can actually try it,
yeah,
but I don't have that. So afterwards, I'll just show you like,
and he'll tell you where you can get it.
Okay.
Yeah. And then, but yeah, so then I'm just like, well, if they're gonna come, so I'm like, ask them if they're bringing the babies, because if y'all would have, then it would have been cool too, right? We could have just been chilling. And then when she's like, oh no babies, and I'm like, okay, then maybe we could do a podcast, you know, because Milo could have just been there, or he would have just been gone, but he's gone, so
yeah,
it worked out.
Yeah, it did.
Nah, the babies would have been a lot. They're a lot.
So they are, bro.
Yeah, they're a lot.
Wait, what's their age difference?
So Eli is 5. No, I lied. 6 months now. Yeah, 6 months. And Aaliyah's 2.5. And 2.5 is crazy. Eli's okay. He's just like, he needs to be moved around. You know, he doesn't like sitting on the spot. But Aaliyah is crazy.
Aaliyah, she's in her terrible 2 right now.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible 2 right now.
Terrible 3s are coming too.
I'm not looking forward to it.
So.
It's funny because Evelyn showed me a video where...
oh, yeah. Is Esther's baby girl?
Yeah. Was like tugging on your daughter.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think she was like about to choke her or something.
Yes, bro. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
My mom called me. She was like, what's going on with that? Like,
yeah, no,
figure it out.
He was at home. It was actually like a triple mom date. It was me, my friend Jess, and Esther. We all decided like, oh, let's hang together and have all the babies together. Oh my god, like we thought it was gonna be beautiful and cute. No, like Nyla was like choking on Aaliyah. Aaliyah was like, help me, Jess, like basically, and like the other babies are like, what's going on over there? Like they're crazy.
They're the same age, right? Or about the same age?
About
Nyla.
And
Nyla's 8 months
She's
older
a little bit
than
older.
Aaliyah. Yeah.
She's a little bit older.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, all right, so I feel like I've been telling Evelyn that y'all's, well, like the women, like the moms, y'all's pages are very like... aesthetic, right? And like, or yours too, bro, like, you know, but when it comes to being a mom, like, do you keep off camera or off social media, like when things get hectic like that? Or because it always seems like you have everything under control.
Oh, that's crazy. Actually, I quit my 9 to 5 because it was actually too crazy. Like, I couldn't handle everything at once. Obviously, like, you know, you're a mom and then you work a job and then you also lead a creative life. That's like 3 different lives. Like, you have to kind of be all in one. Like, if you want to be the best mom, you have to be there, you know, like 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And if you want to be great at your work and if you want to be a great creative, y'all know that. And I just couldn't do work anymore because I couldn't put my all, and they wanted more. I'm like, my manager was like, hey, like, you know, coming up soon, they're gonna ask for more. And I'm like, I can hardly do work now because my daughter needs me. And I'm just, you know, I would cry calling him. Like, I would be like, hey, babe, I don't know if I can do it. I need to quit today. That was, like, a lot. Like, I did that a lot until I actually quit.
Yeah.
So, I have to keep going at it, like, with, you know, you're asking if I keep off the camera. I mean, people don't know, but I am transparent sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah. I don't always do it because I do look at social media like my resume, because that's where I do get my money. So,
which that's crazy that you say that, to look at Instagram like your resume.
Yes.
Because I honestly never even thought about it like that. I always thought like, whatever. I'm not big on posting, you know, and a lot of my posts are collabs with him. Like he's the one that's posting.
I think I'm on my way to do that though, like to make my page like my resume type shit, you know.
Because that's a way to look at it, like a good way to look at it, especially if you want to be in the creative field and do things like with other brands. Because I mean, they
definitely look at that stuff.
Yeah, because then imagine if you have like all your pictures on like your baby throwing up on you,
everywhere.
Like,
I mean, I have my babies just like in a different way, you know, like
an artistic way, really.
And I think a lot of people, if they, I don't know, a lot of people can mix it up with like, man, you're like, you know, you're not real, like you only post like what's pretty. And I mean, who wants to post the ugly parts, you know, like nobody wants to see that. But I am very transparent when it comes down to it, you know. But at the end of the day, I do see it as like my job, you know. Like I'm very real. I'm a human being at the behind the scenes, but I know a lot of people won't see that if they click on it. It's like everything's so aesthetically pleasing, but that's my job. So
it's crazy because some people don't want to have like if they get a job somewhere where it's like a corporate job, like they'll be careful with what they post on social media because they don't want that job to judge their social media. But then there's other jobs that will pay you
to post
on your social media. You know what I mean? So that's it's like true. It just depends what you want to do with that. But
I can't say how I feel a lot of the times, even though I do feel a lot of things. You know, before I did go all in with creating for social media, I did voice my opinions a lot, and you know, you do get a lot of backlash from that too, which I didn't care at the time. But I'm still the same person. There's a lot of things I do want to say all the time, but I have to keep my mouth shut, and that's what sucks about actually using it as a resume, because you cannot say.
Why don't you make a burner account?
I ain't got time for that. I don't have time for that. Yeah. Yeah.
So, because I know when you say you're being transparent, because I seen you post whenever you did quit your job, and that was just like a quick, like a little your little story post, you know. And I'm just like, man, this is so relatable.
I think we both reached out to you, right?
Yeah, it's so funny because when you posted it, I was like, I think I sent you a message, he sent you a message, and then when he got home, we talked about it. He's like, oh yeah, I sent her a message. I'm like, oh, me too, you know. And like, and he's like, that's crazy. Like,
thank you for reading it though. I know it was like lengthy, and like sometimes I'm like, man, who cares about reading this long message?
You'd be surprised,
I appreciate
it. A lot of people will, because they want to find someone that they can relate to.
Especially if like for example, if you're posting like pictures that are like, you know, pleasing, like, you know, to the eye or whatever, and then out of nowhere it's like a long thing. I'm like, okay, well, what's
out of the ordinary?
Yeah, it's like, what's going on? Like, I hope she's doing okay, you know, like. So then I took the time to read it because that's how I thought. Like, I was like, oh shit, like.
That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was like, well, I mean, she never really posts something like this, so
it must be something serious.
So I was just like, well, maybe she's hiring. I don't know, you know, like something's going on that made me want to read it, and I'm glad I did because it's like I had told you, like it's very relatable, like especially as a mom, like. A mom, it's like being a mom. I know a lot of girls like, oh, like they work, you know, some have a 9 to 5 and they actually have that. Were you working from home?
I was working from home.
Oh, okay. And
with toddler
and the baby, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have a babysitter.
No
babysitter.
It was so tough, like for real. Like I really wanted to work because I had to pay like mortgage too, you know, like we all got bills, and I mean we ain't got it like that. So I wanted to work because it was just like, the more that I work, the more I can put into IAMAI and like creative stuff, you know. But I was just like, now I gotta wing it. So yeah.
Yeah. How did you feel whenever she was?
I encouraged her to do it.
To quit.
Yeah, I told her, I was like, if you feel at this point like you can't take it anymore, just quit. Like I understand it. Like, and I'm gonna back you as much as I can. Like.
Did you feel like some type of stress? Like, fuck, now it's like falling on me now, or no?
Yes and no. Just because one side, like, I know we're going to do what we got to do regardless. And two, like, I believe in her. Like, I know she's going to make it. Like, you know, whatever she has to do it, she's going to do it.
You know?
Yeah, because I feel like because I had quit my job too, like I think maybe, but I was literally there like just a month, right?
Yeah.
And it was
like
crazy, and it was just the environment was so bad for me, like, you know, and I hated it because it was so convenient. I used to work at my son's school, so it was so convenient that we would show up together and leave together. He was close to me, and just the environment there, I was just like, what the heck, like, you know, because it's two schools, and I was in one and he was in the other, and I would tell him right every day, like, I hate it. Like, how am I hating this? Like, it should be like easy, you know? Yeah. And it was just so bad.
But again, it just goes back to the people, not the job itself, but just the people.
The job itself, the people. Like,
the
you
people
don't
that are there.
Yeah, it just makes it a little hard.
And then I was so sad. I was genuinely sad. I was like, I'm like, it was a Friday, and I'm like, and I called you, right? And I'm like, I'm just gonna quit today, you know? And he's like, yeah, just quit. But it was already something he was telling me, just quit. But I didn't want to.
Like, just quit. Yeah. Like, it's easy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I was like, no, I don't want to. Like, I'll suck it up. But then I'm like, man, why am I sucking it up? Like, these people are just like ugly, you know? Like,
I think if it's already like putting a burden on you, like, you don't need to come home like feeling toxic every day. Like, I think at that point something has to change, you know, because you know, if she's not happy, then I'm not gonna be happy. And like, I don't want to see her like that every day. You know what I mean?
Like, I was an angry woman. Not even gonna lie. Like, you would get it.
Gets scary
I feel bad.
Bro.
Like, I feel bad, but it was just so stressful. I would call him when he gets home. Like, I don't know. It was just not the same. Like my stress went on to him.
Yeah. And it's crazy because that's how you know, like, it's real, right, in a relationship, because it's just like it's not even you stressing, but you see your significant other really going through it, and then you're thinking to yourself like, damn, how can I help you feel better, you know? Because I think that's how it was with you. Yeah,
no, whenever I was young, I don't know if it just played, whereas when I was younger, like, quitting a job was like a big thing, because it was like, okay, you need to be at this job for 3 years at least or some shit, so it looks good on your resume. And all
your resume.
And I'm just like,
think about that?
I remember, like, back in the day, it was all about your resume, like real life resume, not like social media resume.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I don't want to quit, you know, especially if I'm only here for a year or something. Like, it's gonna make me look like a quitter, you know.
That's a thing, because I was a recruiter. So I did look at resumes for my job, and like some jobs wouldn't take you in if you was like at a place for a very short amount of time. And, they would just, even if you were a great person and all of that, just like, that's weird though. Like,
but then does it make it like, okay, well then?
But I feel like it's changing.
Then that's
now.
Just not the job for me. I mean,
no, I feel like
it's changing.
I think it's definitely changing.
Because LinkedIn. Because are y'all like on LinkedIn?
No, but I've looked at it sometimes, and I've seen that it's not the same how it used to be. Like, it used to be very corporate and like everything structured.
Now it's
more
like,
lenient now.
Now it's more like creative shit. Like, now recruiters are pushing for hybrid roles, and they're like, you don't need us at the office 24/7, basically, right? And I'm just like amazed at how a lot of people are posting. And then you know how some resumes, like, you have gaps. Like, on mine, I have a big gap because I became a stay-at-home mom when I had Milo. Because for me, it was like the separation anxiety. I've never really dealt with anxiety, you know, but I feel like when I became a mom, like, I did. With him. Like, I never wanted to leave him, right? Like, it was just like, not even to go to the gym. Like, I was just like, no, like, I don't want to. So I didn't go back to my job. And then
it's a pretty good excuse not to go to the gym, though.
Says somebody who doesn't go to the gym.
Okay, I'm trying.
So now I see on LinkedIn that people are like, if you have a gap on your resume, recruiters know why. If you're a mom, you just have to have a reason why there's a gap. Like, life happens, you know. And then COVID happened. And then it's just like, oh shit, like, some people do have gaps now, you know. It's crazy. I never cared for, I'm gonna be here 6 months, or my resume looking good.
No, now I don't care about it.
No, I never cared before. Like, I was just like, because I used to tell him, I'm like, as long as they give me the interview, I know I can get that job.
She's good at getting jobs, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm like, if I get the interview, then I got it. Yeah,
I'm just like, okay, that's cool.
I've been at places for like a day, not a day, like a couple of days, and I would leave and I wouldn't put it on my resume.
Wait, so you started working at a job?
There are certain places that I worked for a couple, like, you know, a week or two maybe, and they
I remember you did that during COVID.
Yeah, I was actually hired at because I was let go from my job prior to COVID, and I was hired at this like steakhouses. Like, they make a lot of money and shit, but like when I was working there, I just couldn't handle it. I think that they was asking for too much, which I understand. But I just, working from Waffle House, I'm like, I don't feel like putting up with people, so I quit.
Did you tell them, or you just didn't show up?
Oh no! I always tell them because I just feel terrible. That's something that I have to do. I have to let them know. Yeah, I'm like, I'm so sorry, this and that, but I'm not going to do 2 weeks. The only time I've ever done the 2 weeks is my last job, because I actually love them and I respect them a lot. Yeah. Like they're cool.
Yeah, because when I left the school too, I was like, today's my last day.
Like, no 2 weeks for me.
Yeah, I'm like, and then
but they should have seen it coming. They already knew.
Yeah, like
they were already expecting it.
The principal knew. He's the boss that I talked to. We were cool, but then it was just my manager. Let's say, like, the manager above me was the one that I was just like, nah, like, I can't deal with you, And then the principal was like, give me a week and a half, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'll give you a week and a half.
Yeah, it's crazy because I think what she does is, like, she goes directly to the source. Like, she's not going to, like, fuck around and, like, talk to, and, let me talk to this. Like, she's like, nah, I'm just going to go talk to him, And that's how she gets, like, I feel like that's how you get a lot of shit done.
Yeah, so then I was just like, nah, like, I don't got time, And then he's like, give me a week and a half. And then I give him a week and a half. And then that's the Friday that I'm like, ain't nothing happening. Like, everything's the same. So I just did the chat GPT. Y'all know about that?
Yeah. That's her best friend right now.
It is. I don't have time.
I was like, can you write me a resignation letter for like a favoritism environment? And then just type.
It works.
Yeah. And then it typed me one. And then I'm just like, all right, copy, paste, tweak it here and there. And then I went and I met with him, and I'm like, oh, here's my resignation. And he's like, no, give me some time. And he was already convincing me to stay. Yeah. And then I call him, and he's like, no. Like, he's like,
tell him no.
Yeah. He's like, tell him no.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just the same shit again. Like, he's like, like, he's giving you false promises. I mean, he already gave you time.
Yeah.
And it's then the same thing. Yeah.
And to be honest, it shouldn't take for you to, like, basically tell him I'm about to quit for him to do what he already promised to.
True.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So then he's like, do you want to talk to the manager, right? And tell her. And I'm like, yeah, I mean, we're grown-ups. I should be able to tell her why I'm leaving. That she's the reason why,
Oh, so you told her?
Did you tell her?
Yeah. Well, when I went, I'm like, hey, so-and-so, like, today's my last day. And then she's like, why? And I'm like, well, because after I met with you, when I told you that I wasn't going to do that because that was not part of my job, like, I feel like the environment changed, which that was the reason why. And then she's like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, I don't know what the next step is for,
like
the resignation. He has my letter, and she's like, oh, you need to do one from here. So she printed it out, and I told him, I signed that form in front of her because it was awkward, but I wanted her to feel awkward that she's the reason why I'm leaving, So I just stayed there, filled it out, like, in her office, and I'm just like, here's the phone.
You're like, I'll sign this with confidence.
Yeah, literally. And then I said the reason, and I'm like, other, and then I'm like, the environment, basically. And I know she was going to read that shit, because I know I put it on the resignation letter, so I was just like, I'm not.
I mean, let them know.
And then I just left, and then I was like, I felt good. But everything happens for a reason. Like, I'm a big believer that everything 100%. Happens for a reason. Because now I have, like, this job, and I, like, love it, and it's just...
It's cool now.
Yeah, like, I like, love the job, right? Like, it's just amazing.
But, low-key, we haven't even touched on, like, what y'all even do, like, creative-wise. Like, what do y'all do?
Go first, man.
You want me to go first? Okay.
Ladies first.
Ladies first.
So I am the founder of IAMAI, and I started that, like, I think, like, 2018. 2018.
Yeah, because you had the first show.
Yeah, so I had a show, like a fashion show, but it was like women's wear.
Is it like your brand?
Yeah, so I had designed it on paper, and I had like I had someone create it, like, to, like, the samples, and I had a fashion show, and I dropped the clothes, and it was everything that I wanted, but it was like past me. Like, as you grow, I think I grew, and I was like, I don't know about this anymore, so I wanted to do unisex, which is when you came along, and I started doing, like, women and men stuff, and I also added, like, a chair, and I added, like, home goods, because, like, the older I got, I was like, I like, home stuff more, like, more stuff that was relatable to who I am at the moment, rather than, like, just dropping women's wear that I like 10 years ago, because what I had put out in 2016, was it? No, 2018, it was what I wanted to do 2 years before. Things take a long time to get together. So like, it was like I was moving forward, and what I had at the moment was like 5 years back. So I did menswear and women's wear, unisex type of, stuff, as well as home decor. And that's what I'm doing now. Now today, I think it's more of I want it to be more of a community type of situation. I don't want it to be like a shop. So I feel like when people see IAMAI, it's like, oh, that's a shop that you can shop from. And that's the last thing that I want, because I just want there to be a reason. That doesn't take away from me still creating things that I love, which is what I'm still doing now. I have something like that I'm working on, which is part of home decor.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, you can finish it.
So we're working on something home decor with someone. It's like a collaboration, which I can't quite say it like now.
Yeah.
But that has to do with something that has to do with the community as well. So we are creating another pop-up, which is kind of like the last pop-up that we had.
Yeah.
I think 2021, I believe. And it has something to do with the home decor. And I want it all to tie into one thing, and I want like the community to be a part of things that we're doing, like a home for the community. That's something that is on IAMAI's like page.
Okay.
Stuff like that.
So do you feel like it's more like you want it to be like inspiring?
Yeah, and also like a place that people can feel they can, I don't know, create or be like their artist self. I think everyone is an artist at heart, or just like creative, and I want to like create a space that people can feel like they can be whoever they want to be. And I'm not saying like you have to do home decor, or you have to do like, make a freaking chair, or make a painting. It's just whatever you want to be. And I think me and Josh always talks about like how people don't go and like seek that life. Like they're just so comfortable with like everyday life that they don't seek out to be their creative self, to see like a world beyond what they're used to. So,
yeah. Stepping out of their comfort zone. Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back.
Yes, sir.
And we are back from a long break again. So going into the creativeness, and you have IAMAI, right? I was telling Roland yesterday, what was the name that I told you that I liked?
May.
How's that spelled?
MEI.
MEI. That's cute.
I just saw it yesterday in like a movie or something.
Totoro. I think that's what it's called.
Cute.
Have y'all seen? Do y'all watch anime?
Yeah, I like those.
I haven't in a while.
Okay, well that's a movie.
What's the studio behind that?
Ghibli films.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, no, I haven't seen all of it.
Well, I haven't seen all of it either, because
Yeah.
I was tired. So I was like, we can just finish it.
I was going to
tomorrow.
finish it with Milo today, but I was like, nah, she probably wants to watch it.
Yeah, I did want to watch it.
Spirited Away.
Oh
I
my
love
god, we
Spirited
saw that
Away.
one yesterday again, because my son loves that one.
That's
love
such
that
a
one.
nice
It's
little
nostalgic.
homie.
Yeah.
And you know the ghosts and the little girl and the pig eating people. Yeah, so that's the one that it's like from my childhood. I love that one.
Yeah, she always talks about that one. It's like,
Spirited Away?
On Instagram, I saw they have like a hotel that's like based off that movie.
Is it?
Yeah, they have like because it's a bathhouse. That's what they're called, right?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
Spirited Away is just like a whole
yeah.
bathhouse thing. So there's a hotel where you can stay at, and it's like the same thing.
That's crazy.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That thing's kind of scary though.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like I think it's different. I'm pretty sure you have like your own little area where, because I think bathhouses people actually like all share like one big. I don't know.
That is
Big ass
wild.
bath.
Yeah, I guess or
That's
some shit.
Japan, right?
Yeah, it's like Japan. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
No, I don't
That's
think
cool.
I could do that.
I fuck with those movies though.
Yeah.
But then the little girl in that movie's called May.
The
Her
little
name's
sister,
May.
she's like, her name's May. And then I was like, oh my god, I love it. It's like we love short names, so we just like
And then the boy's name is Canta.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I like the name Canta. Like that's cool because
That's
it's like
different.
it's like in Spanish, it's like canta una canción, like sing a song.
Yeah.
Like
Canta means sing.
Yeah,
basically.
so I was like,
Is
oh,
that where
like that.
Encanto comes from?
Encanto
I don't know what that
means,
means, I'm sorry.
Encanto means,
Encanto? Like delighted?
Is it?
yeah,
I
or
think
like,
so.
if you say me encanta, that means
I
like,
love
I
it.
love it. Like,
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
So what's that
Encanto.
movie about? Because it was like Encanto. And
Encanto?
he was a singer. Right? Am I tripping?
They
you're
all
tripping.
sing.
Okay.
I mean,
No,
it's because all the movies sing,
They,
but
in the whole movie, they do sing. But
Okay.
I don't think it's Encanto. Like, I don't think it's because they sing.
Oh.
no, it's
Yeah.
just
I
like
don't even
I think
know
it's
why.
just the name of the movie.
I
Because I'm
don't
trying to
even-
picture like what part of the movie is like an Encanto part.
They
But
say
no.
it. I think they say it. Yeah. It's more to
It's
it. It's a
corny if they
Colombian
say
movie. It's a Colombian movie. It's
Yeah.
like, well, from
Mhm.
Colombia or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But y'all don't speak Spanish then, right?
Sadly, no.
No.
My mom, she I don't know what was the deal with that. She never
Yeah.
told me.
I
And
want it.
you
I
speak Vietnamese?
Yes.
You do?
I used to
fluently,
work at a place with a bunch of Vietnamese people, and they would teach me like little stuff.
Bad
Like,
words.
cuss words?
No, like good morning was, how do you say good morning?
You know what's funny? I've never said that. No. Like I would say the regular things, like, you know, the norm, but I've never.
Well,
What's
the
norm?
norm?
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
norm?
I mean, I just like talk like
Like-
like regular words, like, you know, talking to my mom, like, oh, have you eaten yet? Stuff like that. But
So
never
how do you
good
say that?
morning. Like, I mean, I know morning is sang, like, you know, like stuff like that. But good morning, I've never really said
morning.
that, and I never say good morning.
So how
Or
do you greet
how's
your
mo-
mom?
Hi. Is that weird? I don't know. But also, like, I mean, my mom, when she talks back to me, she also incorporates English too. So it's not like, well, like, she'll text me good morning. Like,
Yeah.
we don't really, like, say good
So
morning.
whenever
So-
you text, is it different?
No, you know what's funny? She texts me in English, and it's really broken. But, like, she just wants to, because I know she tries. It's like her
'cause she
her
wants to
school.
learn more, or-
She wants to learn. So, like, I do that. Even though sometimes I'm like, Mom, can you just, like, speak Vietnamese? Like, it's okay. I can understand you. And stuff like that. But I think for her sake, because she is a business owner and she's a massage therapist and she has clients, that's how she learns. Kind of like how I learned from her growing up is how she learns from me now. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So
she-
does it ever come out when you're speaking English or no?
What do you mean?
Like, cause like me, Spanish was my first language, and then I learned English. But like, just anywhere around, like I'll speak English and then I just say Spanish. Even on the podcast, like I'll
Just
say
naturally.
yeah.
You know what's
Instead of saying
funny?
but, I'll say pero, like stuff like
Yeah.
that.
That's the difference. I don't do that, and I maybe for more, I don't know, maybe from someone who is from Vietnam, I don't know, I can't speak for people, but no, I do see that the difference between Vietnamese and like Spanish speakers, like you guys do incorporate like Spanish into what y'all say in English.
Which people hate
sometimes.
that.
Some people.
Yeah, Spanglish.
I mean, I don't know,
Yeah.
y'all do whatever, but
Yeah.
I don't do that. I just don't.
Yeah.
Now,
No.
I will do it with a Vietnamese speaker when I'm doing my nails. Like, we'll talk in English, then we go back to
You
Vietnamese.
throw like a word or two in Vietnamese.
No, it's just like back and forth. I don't know why. Maybe it's easier for them to speak it.
Have
or
you
maybe
ever
it's easier for me.
been like at doing your nails and they're saying something and you just stay quiet and you know what they're saying?
It's funny because I made it a thing where whenever I go in the nail salon, I make sure they know that I'm Vietnamese because Vietnamese people don't think that I am Vietnamese. I was telling him that they think I'm like Hispanic or something different. I don't know. And there was this one time I decided not to say something. Oh my God, they do talk shit though. They talk shit. I went in, they said something, and I got tired of hearing like shit because they do talk about like you, and I'm just like, hey, I can speak Vietnamese, okay, and like, and they're just like, this girl's saying she can talk Vietnamese, and she was like, I kept asking for changes because they kept messing up. You know how that is.
Yeah.
And she was like, if she don't stop moving, I'm gonna slap her. But wow, I'm just like, oh my God, they really don't think I can like. So
did you say something?
No, I just let it go because I'm like the nerve for them to say that. I'm just like I just want to go, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I'm honestly kind of like that made me start telling them that I can speak now.
Like
I
right
just,
off the bat.
Like there's different kind of hurts. Like I can't I don't care what people have to say, but for some reason I can't take them. Like I don't know why. I have to tell them because I don't want to hear nothing.
Yeah.
And they're also nicer. Like it's weird. Like, I use that privilege to, like, hey, I'm Vietnamese and this and that. And they really do it better. Like, I don't know why. It's like that.
They take care of you.
Yeah,
it's like that in
do.
Mexico, too. Like, when we went to Cancun, like, and if you talk to them in Spanish, they're like, oh, okay, well,
because y'all speak Spanish. They said it, and they're like, because you speak Spanish, and I'm going to hook you up.
I'm going to give you the price that we gave the people here. If not, then you got to pay more.
But you know what's funny? Weird. I think that if I was to ever learn, I'm picturing myself, like, in your shoes, right? If I was to go into, like, a nail salon or some shit, I don't know. And if I start understanding what they say, it's gonna sound like English to me. You know what I mean?
Not
like
really.
If somebody's speaking like Vietnamese, right? And suddenly I'm able to like turn on a switch where I understand it. It'll be in English for me. Do you get it or not?
Like you'll be fluent in it.
Like I'm trying to think of a movie where they did that. Like there was a movie where in Ant-Man, y'all watch Marvel?
I've seen bits and pieces of Ant-Man.
So the last Ant-Man, remember the daughter falls in like this alien space, or they get tiny, so it's like all these like different creatures and they all speak like in alien or whatever. So then she has to drink this juice and suddenly it's in English, like she said, but she's speaking it in like alien,
so just magically like they get understood, they just understand everything.
And that's how I feel. Like I wonder if I start speaking Vietnamese, is it more, I mean obviously it's gonna be in Vietnamese, but you get what I'm saying,
I see
right?
what you're saying.
It's kind of hard. Sorry, it's because I do that sometimes.
So it's different, right? Speaking Vietnamese and Mandarin, or is it the same?
Mandarin is Chinese.
Chinese, right?
Yeah, so Chinese, it's different. Babe, come on.
It's different. I have no idea what they're saying. No idea that none. Like I don't know. I mean, so I guess some Spanish words are the same.
No, it's different too. In Mexico, like words, because my family's Salvadorian, so then some stuff for us is different from Mexico, right? Like not a lot, but I'm just saying. No. Yeah, but there's just different. But it's the different words, like in Puerto Rico, like if you want to say beans,
is it different? They say a different word or different slang?
No,
it's different slang.
The frijoles, they don't say frijoles in Puerto Rico. It's something else.
What is it?
Habichuelas.
Oh yeah, but I wouldn't know what that is.
I know, but not everybody's gonna know.
Like I feel like me knowing Spanish, I'm able to even go to like Italy because their words are like Spanish words.
Yeah, but some is basically similar, but for y'all it's different.
It's totally different.
Hell yeah, it's different. Like really? I have it's totally different, and I can't speak for like Korean versus Chinese. I feel like it is different. Then again, I don't know. I just know mine. So,
yeah, because when I used to work at a school, we had a little bit of Mandarin in there, right? So I kind of learned like a few words, like ni hao, like that's like I think it was good morning or hello. I don't remember.
Ni hao, isn't that like thank you?
Ni hao.
Or
I
don't know, but they were teaching me. I remember, and then they even like named Milo because I was pregnant, and they gave him a name. Like it was just very different, you know. But I thought it was cool though, like.
Yeah. What's thank you? What's thank you in Chinese?
It's something. It's something.
Yeah, it's like normal. It's like saying.
It's like
it's like saying gracias. It's like known.
I don't know. It is known.
It is. It's just like a.
And Chinese, right?
I thought it was. I mean, I don't know if it's an ni hao.
No, I mean even
I know like in Rush Hour. I know you've seen Rush Hour when Jackie Chan gives the little girl the necklace and she's like she. I don't know if that
it
means,
is probably something like that.
I don't know if that means thank you, but that's what she told him.
I don't know.
You remember that line?
Yeah.
He does.
I'm a movie person. person.
Okay. Are you into like, you're not into like Marvel and stuff? Or what are you
into?
Yeah,
what are you into?
Movie-wise.
I like a little bit of everything, to be honest.
Do y'all watch Star Wars?
I like it, but I'm not into it. Like I know there's like deep cut like fans. Like I'm not gonna claim that.
Neither are we.
Yeah.
What about did y'all watch? Like, do y'all watch Harry Potter?
I fuck with Harry Potter.
I know for sure.
Harry Potter.
Oh, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I seen y'all talking about it the other day.
Yeah, they were not fans. Not fans
at all. I fuck with Harry Potter, bro.
I love.
I am
That's
fan.
just from my childhood, to be honest.
Like, I love Harry Potter.
I mean, I get Harry Potter, and I know who that is, and I know like everybody else, like Ron and all of them. But I don't I'm not obsessed with it, and I know there's some hardcore like obsessed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm not that.
I'm not hardcore, but like I like it. It gives me comfort.
The feels are nice, like the sounds.
Yeah, it's like a comforting thing. It's not like I'm gonna go buy Harry Potter socks like that. You know what I mean?
I would still. Not socks, but like I would buy like little things, like you know,
I mean,
like,
just little things. But we're not gonna do like a whole Christmas tree of Harry Potter.
Oh yeah,
you know, because you know there's people that just.
Girl, we bought a book. You bought a book with the tree.
But that was a gift.
That's different.
Yeah,
that's
he
different.
had to. It was like he opened the little what are they called? Like Advent.
Oh,
the calendar.
Yeah, so he
it was
would
a calendar.
open like a countdown for Christmas Day. So it's like a Christmas
tree. Each day was an ornament, and then you put it on the little
table. He would
table.
put it on the actual little
tree.
Cool.
Harry Potter.
But y'all are Walking Dead fans for sure.
Oh my god.
100%.
Oh, I love
Daryl. I used to hate that shit though.
For real?
I used to not like it at all.
You're talking about sci-fi or like zombie?
No, not anything, but like just the show. Period. Like
The Walking Dead.
My little brother used to always watch it, bro. Like when I was younger, and I say to my mom's like. I'd walk by the TV and all he would watch is Walking Dead, Walking Dead, Walking Dead. So every time I would see him watching it, it's the same damn shit. Running from zombies, like, what else do you need to see, bro? You already seen it all.
But now you like it?
But now I love it.
I still feel like you didn't watch from the top.
What do you mean?
Y'all want to know why? Because he's not a fan of Glenn. And I don't understand
What?
how you're not a fan of
You're
Glenn.
going too far. I'm
not going far because I'm a true fan. And if you're not a fan of Glenn...
I'm not a true fan.
True fans fuck with Glenn. Though.
Yeah, I know
So
that.
you're not a true fan, is that what you're saying? I'm just now realizing
I'm not a true fan of Glenn.
Why?
But I'm a true fan of Walking Dead.
No,
why
you're
not Glenn?
Because you don't understand.
Glenn was just boring to me. I fuck with Negan, bro. Negan's my guy.
Yeah, Negan's cool.
Negan, even when he was the bad guy, I told her like, look, he's gonna have a.
I hated Negan, bro.
Oh my god!
No,
yes. And
no, when as a bad guy, I was like, damn, dude.
I know.
Cause he kills Glenn.
Yeah. Nah, he did some messed up stuff.
But he was a badass.
I told her, I was like, look, even though he's doing all this, I guarantee you, he has a reason why. He has a reason why he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back.
Yeah.
But even that, like, I feel like Maggie hates me for liking Negan. You know what I mean? Like. I'm like, fuck. How could I like Negan? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah, because she still hates him. That's
oh my god.
I don't blame her. Though.
Did y'all finish watching?
We haven't seen the new season.
No. We finished.
Or whatever is new.
So you haven't seen the Negan
Maggie? No.
Oh my god.
So the last.
They have a thing together.
Yeah, it's together.
The last thing I saw was like Negan's backstory. That's it. Like that, where he talks about
where
his wife.
Where they did that one season where it's like they went into each person, you know, and they did the one on Negan.
Y'all gotta keep going.
Yeah,
y'all saw his wife getting like sick and stuff. Too.
Yeah.
That's
his
real wife, y'all.
Like a real life?
Yes.
That's his real wife.
Oh, shit,
I remember her from. She was on
talking about One Tree
Hill.
Yeah, One Tree Hill.
Yeah, it was from One Tree Hill. I didn't even know that was his wife. Whenever I found out, I was like. Holy shit. And now I see her and I'm like, dang, she looks older.
Oh, yeah,
well, more mature.
Yeah.
Like, maybe because she's with him and I don't know. He's a badass though.
Yeah.
No, fuck with Negan.
Negan, obviously, y'all are going to pick Negan over Daryl. I love Daryl though.
Oh my god, I love the two the same.
Daryl, like,
yeah.
Everybody wants a Daryl in their life, bro. Like, like he's so solid. Like,
yeah. We need a Daryl. You're my Daryl.
What?
Yeah. That's cute.
That's cool, I guess. That's cool.
Take
it. What about? Do y'all think?
You talking about Carol?
No. What was the main guy's name? I forgot.
Rick.
Rick.
Do
y'all think he's for real dead or not?
Nah, he's not.
He has a movie coming out.
I knew he wasn't dead.
Yeah.
You could tell.
And what about his son?
I really thought.
Carl.
No, he's gone.
Was he annoying to y'all?
Hell
At first, yes. Cause like, why are you?
He was annoying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate that he got, but shit, bro.
Yeah.
So did y'all watch Game of Thrones?
Not
I never
like
got
that.
into that.
Man, Game of Thrones.
I have never heard anybody talk down on Game of Thrones.
No,
but I haven't watched.
That's
anything.
the reason I watched Game of Thrones because I know it's big. I know it's like a lot of there was a lot of seasons, right? Like,
yeah.
It seems like.
But I'm like, all right, if there's so many seasons, it has to be good. That's how I know a show is good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
like Game of Thrones. If y'all like The Walking Dead, Game of Thrones is really dope, like for sure. But you have to actually pay attention.
The only reason why I haven't given Game of Thrones a chance because I do not like.
Talking about the medieval time.
In medieval time.
No. So this makes it cool. It makes it cool because I've seen movies where it's like medieval times.
It's not like
and
corny, like.
Yeah, no, this is cool.
It's like
bro.
it's like there's
even
dragons and there's like all this shit that's like.
I mean, Daryl's already using arrows, bro. So it's like
I'm almost there.
It's a good like intro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they're doing the new
the new Game of Thrones.
There's more.
Yeah, so as Game of Thrones is like the OG, and now they have
like a spinoff.
Yeah, it's like a spinoff, but it's like 200 years before. But it's cool as fuck though. It's cool.
It's cool because it's like you see how the families from Game of Thrones kind of like their names being thrown out there, you know. But these people don't even exist yet, you know.
Oh no, that's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, definitely it's a show you gotta watch.
So what are we missing from Walking Dead though? Like what's after the last thing I saw? So it's the Negan and
Maggie, and then you have Daryl's show,
which Daryl's in own. Paris.
Oh, it's with Paris? I thought it was just by himself.
He's in Paris.
Oh, okay. I was like, who's Paris? I didn't watch that episode. Who's it?
No, he's in Paris, and he.
Yeah.
How the hell does he end up in Paris?
Yeah, how does he do that?
From what I saw,
he went on the boat or something like that.
He was on like a ship, I think. I don't know, but when I had watched the first episode, which I didn't get to finish, he was like drifting. Like I think the boat broke. I don't know. He was in sea though. That's all I know. He was in sea.
Are y'all the type to like? Y'all have to sit down and watch together. Y'all can watch by yourselves.
I have this thing where I cannot watch it without him, and I can't stand it because I want to watch it, and he's always at work, and I got all the time on my hands. I mean, now I can't because I like content create so much, but like I'm waiting for him, and we haven't like started. Yeah, I wait for you. Like even when I start certain shows, I'm like, this is so good, and when I think something is so good,
you get an early start before me.
I did start on that. I had to because he was taking too long. But whenever I do like a show, like I end up telling him like, hey, do you want to watch this? It's kind of good. Or like when he takes a peek at something and he gets interested, I had to start the whole season over.
So she does that. She does that with me. So I feel like you'll watch.
Don't act like you don't like to start over.
No, because it takes up my time, and I'm like, I want to know what happens already, so I'm waiting for you to finish. Now I love watching it with you. Now do I like to go back? No, but I want to. So
she does.
Yeah, I feel like you watch a few episodes and then you ask me like, hey, this is pretty good, you know, and I'll be like, oh, you can watch it yourself. Like,
okay, you don't get to tell me twice.
No, for real, because it feels good. Like I'm just like, now I get to like just watch it myself without waiting.
Have you watched Suits?
No, I haven't, but I heard it was good.
It's really good, yeah.
I heard.
I love Suits.
Yeah, she's always like, oh my God. And she'll show me like this funny part, but I don't get the context of it. So I'm just like, oh, that's pretty funny, I guess.
Yeah.
And she's like cracking up, you know?
It's, you know, there's a couple of shows, whether it be like really corny or really not. Like a couple is, like I had him watch Insecure with me, and then Power. I had him watch that with me. That
one's on Stars, right?
Yeah. Another thing that he decided to put me on was Queen of the South. I wasn't into.
I saw that one.
She watches that.
But that was.
I never watched that.
I love
I watched Narcos.
The cartel stuff, like the good shows, and I even watched the novelas, like that are on Netflix. You know, from back in the day. Like I'll watch. Have you seen the original Queen of the South? Like
no,
La Reina del Sur. Oh, it's in Spanish though.
I heard about it. Yeah, I think Evelin told us about that. No, somebody told us about it. I don't know.
I think it's more of like a realistic way of how it really happened.
I feel like AB would know.
Yeah, because Queen of the South is more like what was that guy? The crazy guy, the Del Santos or something like that.
Like the bad guy.
Yeah, the crazy one. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I know you're talking about. The one at the end. Like the one that she was scared of?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Forgot his name.
I think that was his name.
Like that is not like a part of like the Spanish version.
The actual story.
Like the Spanish version. I feel like the Spanish one is more realistic up to like what kind of happened, you know? But I mean, it's novelas at the end of the day, right?
It makes for a good story.
Yeah, it does. Then we spent this whole time just talking
about shows.
So we'll be back, guys. We're going to reset the cameras.
Yes, sir. Alright guys, so I hope you guys are enjoying the episode so far. We just want to give a special thanks again to our sponsor, Tilt.
Tilt is located in Pasadena, Texas at 5859 Fairmont Parkway.
What started off as an idea is now a super successful store where they resell sneakers and vintage, and they carry local brands as well.
Like Throwback City and Throwed.
Yes, sir.
They also have a wide assortment of vintage clothing ranging from the, 90s to 2000s?
Yeah, I was born in the 90s.
Me too.
That's
We're vintage?
Yeah, that's right. We're vintage.
We're vintage. So speaking of vintage.
We're old.
So speaking of vintage clothing, if you are a vintage reseller or you just like to thrift, don't miss out on their event happening December 16th. They're going to have a surplus market, basically, right, of nothing but vintage clothes. They're going to be selling it by the pound for how much?
$8.
And how many pounds are they going to have around?
2,000 plus.
Dang.
So yeah, guys, once again, much love to our sponsor, Tilt. Now, let's get right into this episode. Hope you guys enjoy.
And my shirt. Peace. And we are back. So, Josh, let's get into your creative side. Like, tell us a little bit about what you do.
For me, it's just pretty much been photography. Recently with Mai, like I kind of introduced her to how the camera works and all that. I'm sure you guys could tell. She's been doing a good job. I really haven't been focused on it, though, for my own personal use like I would want to, just because of work and other stuff. Being a dad, of course. But growing up, bro, like, right after high school, I was like in the streets all the time. Like, who could I link up with to like get out there and get creative or whatever? I would try to go to all the concerts, all the shows, whatever the pop-ups were. But
just
now,
to go take pictures?
Yeah, just to take pictures. And my style was more candid. I never been a fan of like,
smile.
let me go like to this corner and organize this shoot and all that. Like, it's cool. Like, I know people like to do that, but for me, my own personal thing was more the candid documentary style stuff.
Okay.
But now I'm slowly trying to get back into it. Like I said, I haven't been on it like I should, but it's cool. I still help Maya wherever she needs it with the cameras and everything.
So how many cameras like do you work with?
Right now, I just have well, you just bought one.
Yeah.
My main one, I have one. I sold two, like 3 months ago.
You was working with like 3 different ones.
I had 2 film cameras that I sold, like I said, and then now I just have one and a friend that I borrow. So I guess you could say 2 that I own, but I only use one right now.
Okay.
Is it because of the style of the way they take pictures?
Yeah, like, so there's the film cameras that I had a Contax. It's just pretty much a point and shoot. It looked like the old school ones. You just rewind it. It looks like that. And then the other one was a pretty much like, they would say it was for studio work, pretty much. It's called a Mamiya. It's like a big box, bro. Like, it's something that you don't want to walk around with. Like, it's not convenient. You can't put it in your pocket. It's pretty huge.
Yeah.
That's one that I had, but I sold both of those. And now, like I said, I'm just using my Canon, but it's cool. I like it.
Yeah. And I feel like whenever I first started seeing you was like with YJ and stuff, you know? So did you get a lot of like the work in? Yeah.
So a lot of my startup was with YJ. Like, I remember how I used to feel like, damn, I can't get shit done. If YJ ain't doing shit, then I'm not doing shit. That's how I used to feel. But like I said, I got to a point where I was like, okay, I need to start reaching out to this person, that person, go out myself, or whatever the case was. But yeah, bro, that's how it kind of started with YJ.
Shout out YJ. YJ and Esther.
YJ.
But yeah, so it's like, did you already have an interest in that before YJ got into, like, before y'all linked up?
Yeah, so like in high school, bro, I would always be fascinated with like different kind of pictures, photos, or even like, you know, graphic designing and all that kind of stuff. I already knew I wanted to be creative, but obviously, like, fresh out of high school, I didn't have the bread to like buy a camera. You know, it's just expensive, bro. Like, the body itself could be $1,000 plus, $2,000 plus dollars. Yeah. So I remember once I graduated and I was working, I saved up some bread and bought my first camera.
And did you learn everything by yourself? Or did you have like people?
Nah, pretty much myself. Yeah, it was YouTube University, bro.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Yeah, like
I like when people say that, because it's just like
it's because it's true. I mean,
when you say like that you taught yourself, it's like there's just no better way.
There's no better way to do it.
Think about it, right?
Yeah, and I would have hated it if I would have went to school. And, you know, kudos to anybody who goes to school for whatever they want. Like, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm just happy that I was able to learn that, like you said, myself. You know.
Yeah, and then what way do y'all think y'all can merge? I mean, y'all have talked a little bit about it, but like,
how do we kind of help each other?
Yeah, help each other.
Sure, I could
honestly, whenever I do IAMAI stuff, I think because I you know, when I take photos, I'm much better now, but I had him help me with like shooting content because I don't know how to work a camera. You know, back then I was just like, babe, can you just do everything? Because I don't know whatever. So mainly what you see like in the past is it's all him. Now I kind of like now I really do use it just because, you know, he's not there to like shoot content for me, like the stuff that I work on, like sponsorships and stuff like that. Not sponsorships, like collaborations. Like I do that mainly myself, but he is the big reason why it looks how it looks, because I was just like, I don't know the buttons, like, you know, I know what I want it to look like, I know the angle, I know the lighting, I know the editing, I just don't know how to work the knobs and stuff like that. But he's a big reason why. And he
who edits?
We both do.
Yeah, mainly pictures on my stuff. I do all of that myself. Now for IAMAI, he helps me out with like video work and stuff like that. I don't play with video work. I don't know.
Okay.
And then, but, I mean, y'all have friends too, right? That are like.
Yeah, but we haven't reached out to like anything that we've done like creatively. When it comes to pictures, especially, like we don't reach out to them. Like we're pretty confident we could take it on ourselves.
Yeah.
Now video, like I just dabble a little bit in it. That we will reach out to, like if it's something like pretty like advanced, we'll be like, okay, we need to get somebody to help us out with this.
Yeah.
Because I like when you take pictures of like, if y'all are like at the dinner table or something, and it's just like a random picture, they look cool. I'm always like, man, that's badass, you know.
Thank you, bro.
Like sometimes I'm like, man, I wish people would take pictures of us eating and shit, like, you know? Like for real, because y'all's house is very like, I feel like I can. Like I told y'all, right? Like I feel like it's like a museum. I don't want to go in there and touch anything. You know?
That's funny.
But I feel like everything is like you're able to. It's like photo ops everywhere. You know what I mean?
You can take a picture anywhere.
Yeah, I like that. I like that about y'all's house.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But y'all never posted like that outside, right?
No. I did when I first got the house, just because I was excited. Like, oh, look at my new house, whatever. Then I realized there's a lot of weird people that will try to find the house and you know, that's just crazy. So
we recently did put up what's that website that you put
our house is actually, you know, someone's actually coming
that.
today. Someone's actually coming today to, you know,
use the house, the space
video.
How is that?
Gangster and Pure Space. That's my first one today.
This will be the first time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
it worked out that y'all are here.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Because you know, I decided to do that when I quit my job, because I was like, you know how y'all say like every corner is like a photo op. I do that for my work, my content creation, because I know like I can use this for advantage. Like, hey, can you send me stuff for, you know, like trade off, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that also goes with like, hey, do you want to use the space? Like, you know, because I'm not working, like that's my other way of making money, you know?
So were you scared whenever you, because it's like people are going to y'all's houses
so I do this thing where when the guy did book, I am scared because I do know most of the time it's creatives, but also you don't know people in general. So I actually had to call him just because I wanted a little background check, like who is this person? I looked them up on Instagram and I'm more comfortable now. So I'm just like,
we definitely wanted to know like what kind of video are you shooting? Like, what do you plan to do with the space? Give me some more details on what you have planned.
But you go through like a booking site?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah, like Pure Space and Gigster, they're like apps on your phone.
Oh,
I think they're a website too. You know, they're a website too, but yeah.
But like y'all's actual house?
Yes.
So you just lock the doors and then they just use the open space?
No, I mean
we'll be there.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Y'all are gonna be there.
Yeah, I don't trust people in that house, like, because that's our house, you know.
Yeah.
And we'll be with them, and you know.
So what time is that?
8 o'clock.
8:30. Yes.
Oh, okay. And what about the babies?
Yeah, they go to sleep.
They'll be there.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the way that our house is set up, like we can pretty much be separate from what they got. Because the spaces I think that they're really more wanting to use is like on one half of the house. Because our house, when you walk in, you have 2 bedrooms on this side and then everything else on this side. So we'll probably just be on the left side most of the time.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like that little area with that the red teddy couch sofa that y'all see, like that's what they rented it for.
Oh, okay.
I think he said he wants to use the kitchen too. Like they were looking for like a retro feel or you know, something like that.
Yeah.
That's dope. I mean, because that's like a good way to make money.
Oh yeah.
If you think about it, right?
No, yeah, it is. That's pretty wild.
I'm gonna put our house down.
Not chill. Not chill.
He wasn't about it though.
At first, I was kind of skeptical about it, but as long as we get the details, bro, and like I know what they're gonna do, it's cool.
How much was it? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
What did we put it at? The rate?
I think it was like $150 an hour.
Okay.
Okay. And is it a minimum?
But she was like, we gotta go higher.
2 hours. No, I do think we should go higher.
No, I agree.
Now,
I agree.
Because now that we're getting our atrium done, and our living room is now set up, you're using the whole space. With what we have, it's different than a lot of people in Houston. And I'm not saying it's any better. I'm just saying it's different. I haven't seen that. And because we can offer different, I did want to go up higher.
You should.
I think we should.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you should. I mean, why not? Like, I mean, if they like it, they're gonna book it.
Yeah. And if you don't, it's still my
and they
house.
they don't even know like that you went higher. They're not gonna know.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
They're just gonna be
they're
like,
just gonna see it. This is the price.
Yeah. So
I want y'all's input, right? Y'all know we're trying to leave up like by 2027, right? So that leaves us like 4 years. But I want to do stuff to this house, right? Like even painting or whatever, putting lights or whatever, you know. But she's always like, nah, don't touch the house. Like, we're trying to leave. It's not my dream house, you know, so don't put no money in it. But I think I was talking to you, right? And then I was like, but like you said, like if we fix it up, like it adds value to the house, you know, at the end of the day. But regardless, I want to do content, you know, like in here.
Yeah.
And I can't just like not do it and then
are you
like,
trying to get them to like convince me?
Yeah, like let me do the lighting, let me do something that is better for us. Like,
let me have a little corner.
Yeah, just
he has
like
his office.
But yeah, like I want to be able to like make it where it's like, yeah, photo ops as well, and just like create content around the house and not just like
secluded in the area.
Secluded in one area. You know what I mean? Like, y'all think I should, or like?
I think you definitely should, but you gotta get past wife first, bro.
I mean, it's always say yes.
I think like for me, it's like, okay, I'm down for it, but I rather the money just go towards something that I know that is gonna like get paid off. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe it's because of the bills too.
Yeah, I think it's.
Or maybe it's because we don't have that free flowing money right now. Where
yeah, I think if we had the free flowing money, then I'd be more open to it. Like, okay, yeah, fix up whatever you want to fix up, right? But then it's just like there is a lot of things that like the table. I'm just like, like why do you even get this table? Like it was just we just got like our couches like in December, right? And
like low key, like the table. Wait, what table? The dining table? Yeah, like I was like, I don't care about the. I'm not gonna do content on the dining table. I'm not trying to change that. I'm trying to change the lights, you know, so it looks nicer. But she'll be like, well, if you're gonna do something, let's sell this table. And I'm like, or
to
paint
get money,
it.
like right, like let's use money from the house to.
I guess I'll make content out of it.
Yeah.
Like selling it and shit. How to sell a table, you know. Right. But yeah, I don't know. Like I just feel like decorating a house. I don't know if I have the eye for it either, though.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of things like in our house that I don't like, you know, like I wanted like an open floor plan. Like I don't.
That's what we wanted.
Like
too.
I don't like there's just so many things that I'm just like, I don't like that, you know, but am I like, he wants to put like lighting. I mean, he wants to paint the house and I don't like the texture. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we hate it.
How is y'all's texture?
Popcorn. I don't think it's as popcorn as this. But it has some texture to it.
I think the roof has texture.
Like you see the roof is like I hate
ours
that.
look like that.
I hate it, you know. And I'm like,
I don't hate it though.
And I'm just like, fix that first. Like,
man, I've seen some roofs where it's like pointy. Like
really?
The ceiling, it's like pointy.
It's like
and I'm
like dripping paint.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh
damn.
I can sand it down, right?
Yeah. I mean, he works in that.
Yeah, I do the painting stuff.
Yeah, so then I'm just like, well, do that, you know. But he wants to go in, I don't know.
Do other stuff?
He wants to fix, like, the restroom. And I'm just like, no, fix, like, the kitchen
I do want to fix the restroom.
Like, fix the kitchen, you know. I don't want this brown. Like,
no. I want, like, the overall look of it. Like, I just want it to look good. But you want, like, take this wall down and do this, and I'm just like,
you gotta do baby steps for sure though.
Baby steps. Like I want to do my restrooms, but that's like the last option for me because that's not where I would film most of the time.
Yeah.
Like where do you see yourself filming?
Yeah, where do you
like the living room, just like open spaces, like
but even at that, like he's like, okay, well, if he wants to do the living room, what would be the first step? The floor?
No, the lighting.
Oh,
because we just have I mean, you know the lighting. Like, how do y'all have y'all's lights? Like, is it like the ones like
the one that's pretty much like inside?
Flush?
Yeah, flush. Yeah. Okay. As far as the living room though.
And it's like a bunch of them. Like
I think it's like 6 in the living room. Yeah. But like in the kitchen,
use it, though.
We don't really use the living room light. But in the kitchen, we took out the lights that they had. And put our own. It's the one that hang. Yeah. We put those in ourselves.
Because what they had prior was like a modern, like, I don't know, and I didn't like it.
Okay.
It's like more of a glow light. It's cute, and it's like a feel, like it's like soft.
Yeah.
I like soft light.
So y'all's rooms don't, like, they don't have like the same theme or whatever. Every room is different.
Pretty much every yeah, I would say so.
You'll see whenever y'all come over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want. Because I seen Drake's house. And every room is like different, you know. But I know that's Drake, right?
Yeah.
But she's like, no, she's like, I feel like she wants like just one look throughout the house.
Well, throughout, if it's an open space, I can't see it being colorful here, neutral here. Like I just can't, like in the open space.
I will say the transition, like if you're used to like the one look throughout, because I know most people, it's how it is. Like it looks one way throughout the whole place.
Yeah.
That's how it is for ours. I mean, it's not completely different. It's the same theme, but different color.
No, it's the same theme, but I'm saying, like, it looks different, though. Like, in the kitchen...
It looks different, but it's the same theme, is what I'm saying.
Well, yes, okay, same theme, but it doesn't look the same, though.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No, because I don't understand, like, how is it the same theme if it looks different?
So, for example, like, our kitchen has, like, yellow and like green cabinets and but our room doesn't have like paint on it. It just has a wood panel. But our decor is the same.
Basically, the style is the same.
Yeah.
But it just
different colors.
Yeah, like a subgenre.
Oh, like, I see what you're saying. Okay. I kind of understand.
Damn, we don't have subgenres.
No, it's just white and then that ugly beige color and our tile floor.
Yeah, we haven't changed much.
We haven't.
No.
Honestly, we have not put like any money towards like the house, like which is wild, like because it's just. I don't know. I think it's just if we had that money, just there, I wouldn't mind it. You know.
Well, let me ask, if y'all don't mind me asking, whenever y'all do have y'all have extra money, do y'all spend like towards clothes or like shoes or anything like that? Like, what do y'all put y'all extra?
Honestly, right now, I just started
equipment.
Well,
food.
Money that comes from food. Fuck. Yeah, I hate it, but
I think that's what right now the habit that we're trying to change.
Come
like,
back on.
Yeah, like we don't want to be spending on food, like because we're not ones to buy like expensive ass clothes or shoes. Like honestly, I just
we have that problem.
Yeah, buy expensive clothes and shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't since I quit my job, but it was that in home decor, like just random stuff. Yeah.
Where do you buy your home decor?
Online.
Everywhere, actually.
Do y'all look at IKEA like,
nah. I do.
No, you like
we
IKEA?
go to IKEA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For certain stuff, we'll go to IKEA for sure.
Like we have some lamps there and home stuff. It's like nice and simple and cheap.
Yeah, for me it's like I don't think we have like we thrift, so
their thing is nice.
Yeah, we like to go thrift when we can. It's just harder because of the kids.
I have it,
but we like to.
I love it. Yeah. You find some really cool stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like
I was gonna say like this was like a table that his dad got like from a house that they were painting, and this was our first like our dining table, right?
Yeah.
This was over there, and we just had it there, but it's super heavy.
It looks like it goes with this room. It looks like y'all really got it.
Yeah.
It looks like I had it for this specifically.
No, it used to be. This used to be my crafting, like my office. It had like vinyl everywhere and just like my machines.
I brought this from a job too.
Yeah, like literally, it's just
found
like
it.
I think that's from IKEA.
That's from IKEA.
Yeah.
So.
But it's just random shit. Like, but I think the money that we have, like flowing, that extra money, I think it just goes on food or our son.
Yeah.
If y'all were to buy a piece of furniture, what would it be? Like sofa, lights. Well, I know you said lights.
Yeah, but like furniture.
For me, it would be like
It would be the dining table for her.
No, I like the living room, the tables that we have. Like, I want to get rid of those. I've been wanting to get rid of them. The TV
stand, like under the TV.
Yeah. The TV stand,
the media stand.
Yeah.
His parents gave them to us, and then I just want them.
Yeah, but it's like the old school shit, like
but I just want them out of here. Like I don't want them anymore, And I'm like, I'll sell it and give y'all the money, or just give it back to y'all. But then I'm just like,
what are you gonna get next?
Yeah, I think I just want to have the living room like good, and then whatever from there.
Where is it that you post like all your stuff on? Like you're always posting a page. It's like a Pinterest, but
I think you're talking about Lemonade.
Oh yeah. It's like it's like a paid sponsored situation, kind of like a Pinterest, but like a different different platform.
This one, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
They paid me to post on there. So
that's cool.
Yeah. So like every time you see a reel, it's like I get paid for that. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And that's been like for like a while, or you just started that?
Let me say, it's been like almost 4 months now. Like hitting next month, November 4th would be 4 months.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. I really don't think I just suck at posting. Like
It's tiring.
Like,
it is tiring.
It definitely takes effort.
You post often too?
No, not as much as mine. I need to do it as much as mine, but I don't.
Yeah, and my shit's picking up. Like, I'm trying to post a lot. So.
And it helps with engagement. You have to post. And I tell them all the time, like, babe, you need to post. Like, how can you reach out to people and do this and that if they don't even see that you're like working? So
that's true.
No, I agree with her. I gotta do it. I just gotta do it.
Yeah.
I would say sometimes if you post a lot, some people can get annoyed with it. I can, like, that's why I kind of tell my close friends, I'm like, hey, y'all see me posting a lot, it's just because I'm trying to get paid, y'all.
Yeah.
You know?
But at the end of the day, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
It's like they're just gonna...
You're gonna swipe
Some people just swipe past it. So.
I mean, we post a lot. Well, he posts a lot for the podcast, like, but we have to.
But you
have to.
You have to. And the people who are supporting you will support you either way, no matter what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good that you guys do that.
Well, he does it. He takes care of like the posting and the social media and all that stuff, the editing, everything.
It's a lot, bro. Like, golly, but
I just show up and just handle like
you do all
the extra stuff.
The behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah. We always say that because he's like, I'm like, I like doing like the behind the scenes and taking care of like shit that's for real.
That's important.
Yeah,
I mean,
for real.
No, that came off wrong. That came off wrong. Like, yeah, like you said, the logistics of it, you know, and he takes care of like the creative side. And I think that's how we are able to blend well.
Both parts are very important. Both parts are very important.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You can't have one without the other.
I mean.
He's like,
you mean what?
I mean, you can.
Yeah, you can, but but I mean, other than that, what do you guys have coming up? You know, like anything crazy, special?
What we got, babe?
And like I said, I was working on this one object, or actually two objects.
The collab you have.
Yeah, the collab, and then I have that's why I wanted to get with you so that I can work on the something, right? So I'm doing that so that I can film something for that going into. I think the pop-up is going to be before that situation. So that's something that I'm doing. And then we're going to release it in spring. Yeah, so that's...
that'd be cool.
That's dope. I'm excited. Well, with that being said, did you have any other questions?
There's a lot more questions, but I know, like, we both have to be
time.
somewhere.
Yeah. So with that being said, we do appreciate y'all coming through and sitting down and talk to us.
I appreciate y'all coming through.
Thank you.
And don't forget to subscribe, guys. Like, follow their information. Both of their information will be in the description below. So make sure y'all check them out. Give them a follow. And that's it, right?
That's it. Much love.
Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace.
Bye.